I want to make a deal with you. For the next 14 minutes, just give the spider a chance. I know. Most people see a spider and the instinct is, get it out, get it away. Why does it exist? Who gave it permission? But here's the thing. That spider sitting in its web right now, the one you're already thinking about, is one of the most extraordinary engineers, hunters, and survivors on this planet. And it has been completely misunderstood for basically its entire existence. Let me show you what it actually is. 8 legs, 1 world.
There are over 45,000 known species of spiders. 45,000. They live on every continent except Antarctica. They live in deserts, rainforests, mountains, caves, backyards, and yes, your house. The smallest spider on Earth, Partu digua from Colombia, is 0.37 millimeters long, smaller than a pinhead. The largest, the Goliath bird-eater tarantula, has a leg span of 30 centimeters, the size of a dinner plate. And in between those two extremes is an almost incomprehensible variety of body shapes, colors, behaviors, and abilities. But here's the one thing every single one of them has in common. They produce silk. And that silk, that thread that makes most people recoil and swat, is one of the most remarkable materials that has ever existed on this planet.
Spider silk is stronger than steel. Not kind of stronger, significantly stronger. Weight for weight, spider silk is 5 times stronger than steel and 3 times tougher than Kevlar, the material used in bulletproof vests. It can stretch up to 40% of its length without breaking, and it weighs almost nothing. If you could spin a single thread of spider silk long enough to wrap around the entire Earth, it would weigh less than 500 grams. Engineers have been trying to replicate spider silk for decades, for body armor, for surgical sutures, for aerospace materials. We still cannot make it as well as the spider does. And the spider doesn't even think about it. It just makes it. From its own body, whenever it needs to. The spider has been doing what our best material scientists are still trying to figure out for 380 million years. It didn't go to engineering school. It just evolved to be extraordinary.
The orb weaver spider builds its web from scratch every single night, takes it down in the morning, eats it, recycling the protein, and builds a new one the next evening. A new architectural structure every single night. The geometry of an orb web is not random. It follows precise mathematical ratios, the spacing between threads, the angle of the radial lines, the tension of the spiral, all optimized for maximum catching efficiency with minimum material used. Engineers at Oxford University studied orb weaver webs and found the design is so optimized that even when parts of the web are damaged by wind, by a struggling insect, by a careless human walking through, the rest of the structure redistributes the tension, so the whole thing doesn't collapse. It's self-correcting, structurally intelligent. The spider didn't calculate any of this. It just built what it always built. And what it always built turns out to be a masterpiece of structural engineering.
Okay, the jumping spider. If any spider was going to change how you feel about spiders, it's this one. Jumping spiders have 4 pairs of eyes, 8 eyes total. But the 2 large front-facing ones give them a field of vision and depth perception that rivals much larger animals. They can see in full color, including ultraviolet light, which humans cannot see at all. And there is no other word for it, curious. Researchers studying jumping spiders found that the spiders would stop and look at them. Actually look, turn to face them, tilt their heads, follow their movements. One researcher described the experience of being studied by a jumping spider as unexpectedly moving, the feeling of being genuinely seen by something so small you could fit it on your thumbnail. The jumping spider doesn't have the brain to be curious in the way we are, but it behaves as if it is. And sometimes, behavior is enough.
Here's something most people don't know. Most spiders don't use webs to catch prey. Of the 45,000 species, only a fraction build the classic sticky orb web. The wolf spider hunts on foot. It chases, it runs, it pounces. No web, pure speed and strength. The trapdoor spider builds an underground burrow with a hinged door made of silk and soil, perfectly camouflaged, and waits beneath it. When prey walks past, it explodes out, grabs, retreats, door closes, under a second. The fishing spider walks on water. It uses surface tension to stay on top and can detect the ripples made by small fish or tadpoles below the surface, then dives in and catches them. A spider fishing by feel on the water surface. The web is just one solution, and spiders, in 380 million years, have invented dozens of others. There is a spider somewhere near you right now, probably more than one, and it has been there, doing what spiders do, completely regardless of whether you noticed it or not. Building things stronger than steel, hunting with 8 eyes, rebuilding itself when it breaks, cleaning the air around you of things you didn't want there. 380 million years on this planet, 45,000 different ways of being a spider, and still going. The spider doesn't need you to like it. It doesn't need you to understand it. It just needs you to maybe, the next time you see one, pause for a second before you reach for something to swat it with. Because in that moment of pausing, you might actually see it. And what you see might surprise you.